Alright, here we are in the upper city. It's very pretty. Look, I really like how the city looks in general. Bit like maybe Coruscant, kind of reminds me of that. Alright, I think this might be the pod where we landed. Maybe it says it in the quest. Search for Bastila, we're stranded. It doesn't really say. But it looks like this might be the pod where we landed, and if so, the guards didn't look very hard for us, because we were over there. Whoa, never find us there. Alright, let's check out over... Oh, something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. Okay.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you more questions?
I'm all ears, beautiful.
Beautiful? Isn't that a little inappropriate?
Is there something else you'd prefer I called you?
How about my name?
Don't get yourself in a twist over it, gorgeous. I didn't mean anything by it.
There you go again.
Oh, for crying out... Fine. If it'll make you feel better, you call me something. Go ahead. Come on. I can take it.
How about Pushy Thug?
Is that it? You can do better than that.
Brainless, lice-ridden bantha.
Ouch. That is better. Well, I bet beautiful doesn't sound so bad in comparison now, does it?
Maybe not, but I still don't want you calling me that. I'll go, haha, you're such a pain, you know that?
Guilty as charged. I bet you still have those questions in mind, though. Are they really necessary?
Don't be such a child, it's just a few questions.
No, how can I resist a challenge to my manly pride, huh? Fine. You made your point. Interrogate at will.
Are you getting testy again?
I don't get testy. I get angry. And if I was angry, you wouldn't have to ask me if I was. Let me assure you. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
I used to be a smuggler, if you must know. I was recruited into the fleet for my knowledge.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Now, isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive?
What's so odd about me being added to the crew at the last minute?
You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer.
Why would Bastila request my transfer?
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
I'm telling you, Carth, I had nothing to do with the crash.
I expect you're right. I've got no real reason to suspect you of anything. Still, it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Are you always this suspicious?
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right. You must be the most damn persistent woman I've ever met. We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Alright. Well, that was interesting. And as you noticed, he liked it when I didn't respond favorably to beautiful. When you respond favorably, he's kind of like, uh-oh. Like, he likes the the sort of feisty woman thing that I was going for there, which actually fits with my kind of dark side personality pretty nicely. Cantina entrance. Okay. Let's go into the cantina. Where's the cantina music? Alright, these guys here, there's a card game you can play.
Don't you just love watching
Pazik.
Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Ugh. Wow. She gets awfully excited about Pazak.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taurus?
I want to play Pazak, but I don't have a deck.
You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Okay. We might do that as a little bit of a distraction sometime.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Sure, I'll buy your deck.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll be going now.
Of course, of course. No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
Alright, we bought a Pazak deck. I might do some extra episodes where we do a little Pazak, but I certainly won't put that in the main playthrough because there really isn't anything needed for the main story quest. And you mostly just get money for doing it. It's just a fun little diversion, mini game, if you will. Alright, what's going on in here?
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
Well, that was uneventful to watch. Way to drop your pistol. So that was the dueling. Ooh, what do we have here? I'll take that med pack, thank you very much. Oh, here is a Jabba the Hutt. Not Jabba, but a Hutt, a Jewer.
Tuchang yon turong jiwitha, bola unna chinek, ba mulera kun bisking. Nihun kagratug ajor, ha ha ha. Jimut malia bist wet wata. Jiji naudung chong yomabola yuman. Chupa yubong labo graturong. Agdi chimait muleran yun chuba.
I might be interested. What's in this for me?
Kavadumpa kulpiyeya mokapata. Chiskanicho. Yinkin konobamure rachikun. Tognabung shanunjang. Kavavulpa mulje kumana tonga buksha umnenong. Kavavulpa mulje kumana bak mulira. Chuniyun tunjije aifadwana. Kavavulpa mulje kumana.
Vibroblades and blasters? And nobody ever dies? How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
Chiyoka kon mulira. Kien konjo peshak noba muliraji. Chuniyun torang chi aifadia. Pulauna chinek bamulera slimoanga kubisking.
Oh, so you want me to play League of Legends. Interesting. I'll do it, but I want more than 10%.
Chatong bato
Okay, I'll do it.
tawana rota ayot tago kankido banayi mejus kochis kanayo potoga ya fulke gokola jiji wacha nechu tomba toras materia ashuta wonga kumbis dolpeki koyana.
I like the mysterious ranger.
Kipona
Stranger.
ona na kacho kimba mulera dwana tahupa botenya go jojo piti kava dumpa kulpa iya mokata wonga kumbis kimba mulera ka kinchana gogba kon kava.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
Akochekopa chino mulera king pajak slimo puiduana
I'm not ready for the match yet.
Taris manaris tonjoneahak
Goodbye.
kava pudo tonerana no pratadunk no searcha.
I do want to do some matches, but I want to wait till I'm a little more leveled up and try to kind of do them at once later. And I'll probably put that in like a separate non-main story play video. But I just wanted to get that started, show you what was over here. Oh, hello, Serna.
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to some music, and try to relax before my next shift at the military base.
You're from the military base? You don't look like one of the Sith.
I don't wear my uniform when I'm off duty. It's not allowed. In fact, anyone in uniform is banned from entering the Cantina. The officers don't even like it when we show up here off duty. Don't like us fraternizing with the locals, I guess. But it gets pretty stale hanging around the base all the time. Besides, the Sith don't own me. Being a soldier in their fleet is just a job, you know. A job with long hours and low pay, I might add.
Sounds like you aren't very happy.
When I signed up, I was promised adventure and excitement in exotic locales. Instead, I end up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn some credits, I could give this lousy job up. Retire my uniform, so to speak.
Can I ask you some questions?
The senior officers don't really like it when we start answering questions, you know? They don't want us fraternizing with the locals. Just another perk of the job. No offense, but I probably shouldn't be talking to you anymore. I'm just going to say something that might get me in trouble.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is where we started, I believe, with the Pazak. See if there's anything else in here important. Hello, citizens. Citizens? Citizens. Oh, wait, here's a room we haven't been in. You can usually tell if they say something important if they have a name above their head. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Order? I have no clue what you're talking about.
Careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
I really don't want to cause a scene, so I'm sorry. Don't get upset. I'll go get that drink.
That's better. Now, hurry up with our order.
And here are your drinks, Miss Lavin. I apologize for the delay.
I don't see drinks. Why you lie? You can, basically treat her badly, and she does show up with some thugs later, if I'm remembering properly. But I just decided she wasn't really worth the time. So let's go. That's all we can really do in here for now. But we will be back. Now, one thing that people don't typically like about Tyrus, which is where we are right now, is that there is a lot of running around. It's a pretty big place, and there's a lot of, going back and forth, and it is a bit of a long first planet. But I never minded it as much as a lot of people say they do. Just my personal thing. I don't mind having a slower start, getting used to the game, getting some characters set up. Let's check out the medical facility. Oh, hello, Gurney.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties? Go talk to Zelka if you need something.
Oh. Well, aren't we crabby today? Hi, Zelka.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the Rakghoul disease, of course.
Rakghoul disease? What's that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the Rakghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into Rakghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Oh, I see. Zombies. Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the Rakghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
Maybe I could find a way to get my hands on that serum for you.
I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a Rakghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity.
Let me look at what you've got for sale.
Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My prices are very reasonable, just what I need to keep this facility operating.
Alright. We've got various things, like med packs and such, but it's not really worth it right now for us to buy stuff, so we'll just be on our merry little way. Can we get in?
On it. Done.
We can.
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
Hey, I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
I'm a friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that, you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
Oh, you
I
turned
hate
the
to
wrong way,
imagine
Carth.
what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
I'm not sure which way Carth was turning to talk, but okay. It's going to cost you if you want me to keep this information secret.
No, it's not. The Sith would torture men like these or worse, and you're not threatening this man while I'm present.
Sorry, I was just making a bad joke. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
All right, Carth, I guess for you. I won't make him pay me and stuff. All right, let's move on.
You there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
Well, you didn't want to talk to me earlier. An offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Ooh. Bank. Why does Davik want the cure so badly?
Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who'll practically give it away.
Where can I find Davik if I want to give him the cure?
Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
What if I tell Zelka you're helping Davik get the cure?
I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Now be smart about this. You'll get a better deal selling to Davik.
I'll keep your offer in mind.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Tempting offer. I might take you up on that.